welcome. I'm Kelly from Vista Yoga, and through Sierra School of Survival, we're offering some options of yoga that you can do at home. So yoga is referred to as a practice, meaning you go to a class or you go to your mat and you practice with the intent that when you leave your mat, you leave the class, you can carry the skills that you developed out into your everyday life, every moment, every environment. So what I'd like to offer are some things that you can do on your own, even beyond the class. So we're going to do just one little thing today, and so please feel free to join me. And if you'd like to stand up, find a place that has some solid ground. You can use your sticky mat or at least kind of a hard surface so you can have some ground beneath you. And we're going to do a balancing pose today. The holidays are coming, as we all know, and the weather's changing and it's getting colder, and it's easy to start to feel off center. We start rushing, we start getting a little frantic with all the things that we need to do, so we can spend some time balancing our bodies on the mat in practice of yoga, knowing that after we leave our mat, we can access that balance again. So we're going to do tree pose. So find, as I said, a steady place. Take your socks off so you can really feel the ground here. If balancing is new to you, find a wall and just simply stand just a little bit less than arm's distance from the wall, so you can just have your fingertips touching it. And if you're feeling more comfortable with balance, you can be free from a wall. And we're going to go into tree pose. So starting first in Tadasana, just simply a standing pose, and spending some time here, lingering here, making this as important of the pose as when we actually get into tree pose, because this is where you find your ground. So take a moment to bring your attention to your feet, feeling all the surface of your feet, the sides, your heels, your toes. Maybe even lift your toes up, spread them out, and really ground all of your feet, knowing that that's where the surface is going to support you. That's where the earth is meeting you. Rather than pushing into it, have the earth come up and meet you. And kind of play around with that, maybe even sway to one side or the other until you really feel like you have your center. And then starting from the earth all the way up, pull into your core, and engage your tummy here. Find your center, come up to your shoulders, and big exhale, dropping your shoulders down, keeping everything else in line, tucking your chin just a bit, and while you're grounding through your lower body at the same time, the top of your head's just kind of floating up into the air. And see if you can find some stability here. And taking a moment, letting your attention come to you, your feet, your body, your center. And when you're ready, let the weight come to your right leg. So not collapsing it, but simply leaning into it just a little bit, but not coming too far off your center. And then take your left knee, pointing it out to the side, and just kind of kickstanding your toes here. And then coming back until you find your balance here. If you're at your wall, you just simply have the wall resting on your hand and staying strong through that whole core, through the hips, rather than collapsing into it, keeping that strength there. Let your hands come to your heart, just softly here, and let your eyes find a place to linger, a place to kind of gaze and anchor you. Maybe 3 or 4 feet just in front of you, and this will hold your balance even more. And this may be your tree pose today. And just staying here, kind of playing with your edge, coming back to the standing foot, grounding that. And if you feel like you want a little bit more of a challenge, you can let that foot lift just a bit. Maybe it just comes to the shin. And maybe if you like, keeping your upper body straight up, lifting all the way up till you can find that foot and bringing it to the inside of your thigh. So wherever it comes onto your leg is fine. Be careful that it's not right on your knee, just because that could put pressure on your knee. So above or below it, keeping your eyes focused here, keeping strong in your hip. Hands start at the heart, pushing in through the outside edge of this bent foot. So towards that pinky side of that foot will help anchor the leg in there. Find your breath, find your balance, and if you'd like, slowly raising your arms into the branches of your tree and breathing here. When your center is always available to you, keeping your core strong. And when you're ready, hands return to the heart, and so carefully bringing the foot back down, coming back to your center. Shaking it out, wiggling, relaxing here. And we'll do the other side. Strong in the hip, kickstanding the toes out, the knee comes out, and finding its place on your leg. Low or high, using your wall if you need it. Hands come to the heart and lifting up. Holding it as long as you'd like, keeping your gaze steady here. And when you're ready, hands to the heart and returning the foot and reconnecting. So hopefully you feel a little bit more grounded, a little bit more centered. And thank you for practicing with us in this one pose. And if you like more of it, then join us for our regular weekly classes. You can check out the website or Sierra School of Survival newsletter. And namaste.